So I completely forgot to add this in last night, my apologies, but I got something crazy for you guys to get today. You know, in every single episode of the Blueprint, we love to give a load of value to the viewers and to the people who enjoy these episodes. So in this episode, it's no different. If you want to download a free Metro Boomin style drum kit, completely free, it contains some sounds that we used in this beat that you're about to watch now, and also some of the more generic sounds and go-to sounds that Metro loves to use. So yeah, completely free. If you want to go download that, I'll leave a link down in the description. You just have to go click that link and the drum kit is yours, man. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy this episode. I'll see you over there. Peace. Yo, what's good, boys? Welcome back to the Travis Scott Blueprint. This is episode 5. Today we're going to be looking at Metro Boomin. This is a pretty big one. I'm excited to get into this one. Made a crazy beat, just like Metro would for Travis, something a bit like Skyfall. So some older style, but definitely some new sauce in there for you guys to check out today. So real quick before we dive into the episode, I need you to do me a massive favor and smash that like button below. Hit the like button right now. Let's go to over 1,000 likes straight away, and then maybe 2,000 or so in the future. Let's get it. Hit the like button if you're enjoying these episodes and you're enjoying the Blueprint series. And also, of course, it goes without saying, if you're not already subscribed, do me a massive favor and hit the sub button below and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss any of these Blueprint episodes or any of the other beat making content we make on this channel. Without any more talking, you know what time it is. Blueprint time, baby. Let's get into it. Leyland Tyler Wayne, also known as Metro Boomin, is a 27-year-old super producer from St. Louis, Missouri. Metro Boomin really needs no introduction, being one of the most famous beat makers from 2014 to present. He is the face of the FL Studio brand alongside fellow collaborator Southside, and a massive inspiration to producers all over the world. He really needs his own dedicated Blueprint episode. However, I had to feature him in the Travis Scott series, as one of my all-time favourite songs from Travis is Skyfall, which Metro produced. Metro has also worked with all of the biggest names in the rap scene, such as Future, 21 Savage, Drake, The Migos, Young Thug, and we are just scratching the surface here. With one of the most impressive runs a producer has ever had, producing over a dozen top 20 hits and numerous platinum songs and albums over his 10+ year career. However, today we're going to be looking at Metro's work with Travis Scott. Having worked together a lot back in the rodeo days, with a handful of placements on that project, they haven't got many songs from the last few years except for Overdue from Metro's own project. One song really stands out to me and was the inspiration for this whole beat we're about to make, the track Skyfall, from the Days Before Rodeo mixtape. Let's take a listen to that and a few other songs from Metro to get a feel for his style and get inspired.
Overtime and overdue. Ain't no sleep that is on. Yeah, that's that loud shit. Yeah.
Out the first one, Savage, mold my mood. That's what it was. 2016, we was running around, beat niggas up in the club. I niggas, crip, blood, blue or red, what you bang, nigga.
So we know exactly what kind of beat we need to make now, but how do we do it? Well, let's get into some must-haves. So the first must-have for a Metro Boomin type beat for Travis Scott is definitely going to be a very simple melody. That's basically just Metro Boomin's beats, so they mostly always have a really simple melody. 2 max, maybe 3 elements in that melody, instruments, you know, like usually it's just a sample, like maybe a little counter melody or something. So yeah, keep it very simple, stick to 1 octave and just get a nice catchy simple melody down. Next we got hard trap drums. Again, this is a Metro Boomin thing in basically all his beats, not exclusive to Travis beats. You want to keep these somewhat on the simple side too, but throw in some curveballs every now and again, like some weird stuff. I'm saying like maybe a few snare rolls, just to spice up a little bit. Make sure the drums are slapping. Next, we got spins 808 or similar. That's kind of like a Metro Boomin 808 guide. Either he uses the spins or he'll use some kind of variant of the spins, something that's similar sounding. Next, we've got the harmonic minor scale. The harmonic minor scale gives you that kind of like Halloween sound. It's the easiest way I can describe it. It's not sad sounding, emotional sounding. It's just like dark sounding, you know, depending on how you use it, of course. And this scale is perfect for a Metro Boomin type beat, especially something with Travis as well. Like, you definitely want to be using this scale. And of course, we'll show you how you can do that. We've got dark synth bass next. In a lot of Metro's beats, he will use a synth bass somewhere in there, either on some kind of breakdown section somewhere, maybe like an intro or something. So just have that in there. And of course, that's like a must for any kind of Travis beat. So finally, we've got bell or flute sound for the melody. Basically, in a lot of Metro's beats, if you listen to them, you're going to hear either a bell or a flute, or even sometimes both. Obviously, the most famous flute one would be Mask Off. And then in the Skyfall song, they use a bell. So that's just an easy comparison there. Sound design wise, look out for those nice bells, nice flutes, pianos too as well. But yeah, those are the kind of sounds you would expect here in a Metro Boomin type beat. So those are the must-haves. Let's make this beat. Let's get it. So we're actually starting this beat with a key sounding atmosphere. It's called Otherworldly Toy Piano, but it has those bell tones that I really like, that dark sounding bell. Basically a Metro Boomin type sound. So this was perfect. You can find that sound in the atmosphere. And we're just creating a nice simple melody with the harmonic minor scale like we said before in the must-haves. But of course we're going to switch it up and add some sauce to it. As you can see with the harmonic minor scale, it starts on the root note, which is B, so B harmonic minor, and then it goes down to A sharp, so it gives that really dark sound. Next we're going to be adding that synth bass in there. And of course we're going to be sliding it around a little bit. It's basically just following the root note of our melody, which is then B and then B flat. Alright, onto the drums. I wanted to get this bouncing straight away. The drum kit we used for this beat is the Drum Collection. You can check that out by clicking the link down in the description. It's one of the best drum kits out there at the moment. It's got everything you need for all types of genres, so definitely check that out. I'm also going to be using a hi-hat MIDI from the Ammo series. So I'm spicing up this hi-hat pattern a little bit by just adding these lower rolls, higher rolls, you know what I'm saying, and also adjusting the velocities. It's that little bit of added detail that makes all the difference. I'm also panning them as well, which is super cool. I never really go to the effort of doing this, but I feel like for this beat it was a must. Of course, you got to have them hard trap drums. We've just boosted the hell out of that kick. We got a nice rim as well. Sounds sick. This is the Metro Boomin drum sound selection. And next I did this cool little snare effect where I add a roll right after the standard snare. Nice little delay there on the open hat. Make it sound a bit more ambient, a bit more atmospheric. Just sauced up the drums a little bit there by pitching the rim down a few semitones just to make it a little bit more crisp, and also we just delayed the hi-hat by going to the wrench and just adjusting it by a little bit. So I decided to add a guitar in there as well, just because it kind of goes with the kind of Travis theme, I guess, the Travis style. And And then of course we're going to add guitar rig, making it a nice electric guitar lead, you know. So to bring the guitar down and make it not as obvious and not as sort of, you know, center of attention, I just half-timed it. And then we kind of put an RC20 on it, just to kind of spice up a little bit more. Bit of detune, bit of wobble, you know. Here we're going to be splitting the pattern up into all the individual elements and just structuring it out a little bit, getting a little bit more organized and just kind of seeing what else there is to add to this beat. So with the 808 I wanted to get a little bit more creative. I didn't want to just do a standard kind of pattern, so I added in some slides, so they slide down, which is kind of cool. And then also a 808 roll, but I pitched it up 3 octaves to give it that really crazy sound. So our synth bass and our 808 were kind of rubbing over into each other where the tail wasn't cutting properly, so I just adjusted the cut of the atmosphere to match the cut of the 808, and that fixed that problem straight away. Here we're just adding an automation for some halftime on our melody, just to come in on the verse section, switch it up a little bit. And I decided to reverse the melody as well. We just export it out right here and then kind of listen to it. It sounds crazy. I actually really like it. Messing around with some sound shift as always, just classic ProdbyJack way. Sounds pretty cool, I can't lie. Let me know what you guys think. And the final melody we're going to add to this beat is this weird kind of like synthy sound. I just wanted to add that like a lead in there, you know, something a bit more higher. And we're using a sound from my analog lab bank. Shout out to Louis Flynn for creating that for us. Yeah, this sounds crazy. It's called West Coast. We're adding these little slide notes down. It's just so smooth. So let's check out the final beat. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. This one here was actually quite easy to make. It only took me about an hour, but I really enjoyed it. I think it hits all of the key points of a Metro Boomin type beat. So that is episode 5 of the Blueprint done. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. Of course, this is just the Travis Scott series. We still have so many other artists and styles and albums to cover. Like, this series is going to be around for a while, so if you are enjoying it, be sure to leave a like on this episode to let me know you're enjoying it, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future Blueprint episodes or series. We have got just one more episode in this Travis Scott Blueprint, and it is going to be on, I ain't going to tell you, you have to find out. I'll let you guys know in just a few days. But then as soon as we're done with the Travis Blueprint, we've got something absolutely crazy coming. You guys probably would know what it is if you've been keeping up with my community posts and my Instagram. We're going to be doing a blueprint on Kanye and all his albums. There's just a few things left to do before we can start that one, so we might miss one weekend, maybe. I'm going to aim not to. Everything should be squared away by then, and yeah, it's going to be insane. So if you don't want to miss any of that, trust me, subscribe and turn on their post notifications. Follow me on my Instagram at ProdbyJack, and I'll see you guys in the next one.